guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for stopping by for another video. Today I'm going to be sharing my first trimester recap and update. So if you are new here, I am currently pregnant with my third little one. I am 13 weeks pregnant as I am filming this, and I previously was pregnant with twins and they are currently 3 years old. So yeah, this pregnancy is already completely different than my previous one. So I just wanted to share what I have been feeling and the symptoms I've had up to this day. So if you guys wanted to see how I felt before finding out I was pregnant and all of the signs and symptoms I had before the positive test, I will link it up here for you guys and down below in the description box, so you can check that out after this video, or you can watch that before this one, however you choose. But anyways, so I am pretty much updating you guys from 6 weeks up until 12 weeks or 13 weeks pretty much. I'm already out of breath. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So I wrote down all of my symptoms and just jotted down how I was feeling throughout the weeks and if anything changed. So I have it down on this notebook, so I will probably be looking down frequently, so just be aware that I'm looking down on my note. Around 6 to 9 weeks, I was extremely sensitive to certain smells when I was cooking. I always eat eggs in the mornings, and that's something I've been doing for a while now. I eat eggs religiously every morning, and I noticed I started kind of feeling nauseous, smelling it when I was cooking it for me around that time. And another thing that would make me very nauseous was cooking meats, like ground beef or any type of meat. I would immediately feel queasy and just completely bothered me, and I never really threw up, but it did really disturb me. And another thing I noticed is when I would open up my fridge, I could smell literally everything in there, and nearly almost threw up because it was so strong. And I even asked my husband if he noticed if anything was raw or bad in there, and he couldn't tell at all. So I knew that was definitely a pregnancy symptom and something that was hopefully gonna go away soon. Next symptom I experienced around 6 to 9 weeks. I was extremely exhausted and was experiencing a lot of fatigue. I couldn't even get up in the mornings. I was so exhausted, and it took me a while for me to be fully awake in the mornings for my boys. Both of my boys are, really early risers and wake up not extremely early, but they usually get up around 7 o'clock to 7:30 these days. And sometimes they both like to come in the bed early in the mornings, around sometimes 6 o'clock. It would take me so long to get up, be fully awake, and I would even nap during the day. And thankfully both of my boys still nap daily, so I would take advantage and nap with them. And even then, taking those naps, I still felt pretty tired because just tending to them, tending to 2 3-year-old toddlers definitely wears you down, and just not resting as much as I could be, but compared to my previous pregnancy with them, I could pretty much just rest all day if I wanted to, but now obviously I have to tend to them and take care of them and keep them entertained throughout the day. So yeah, that was something that I was definitely not expecting, and something that I noticed was completely different from from being pregnant with them. I felt like I was more exhausted this trimester with this pregnancy. The reason I probably was extremely tired is because I wasn't fully resting at night. Sometimes one of my boys will either have nightmares or start crying during the night, so I have to go tend to them and see if they're okay, or sometimes I just want to stay up and have some me time at night. So it can be different things that can also relate to me being exhausted. All of that fatigue, I also noticed I was extremely irritable and moody throughout the days, with not getting enough rest. Also did notice I was experiencing a lot of lightheadedness. I did mention this in my the signs and symptoms I had before testing positive. I did feel a lot of lightheadedness, but I noticed now that if I don't eat frequently, like, you know, every 3 to 4 hours, I tend to get lightheaded and kind of my blood pressure goes down or my blood sugar goes down. So I definitely have to be aware of, you know, taking, you know, eating little snacks or eating when I need to, because that's definitely something that I've noticed also throughout this pregnancy. I actually had my first OB appointment around 9 weeks pregnant, when I was 9 weeks pregnant, and I got to see the baby for the first time, which was so exciting, and hear the baby's heartbeat. So around 9 to 12 weeks, I started to feel a lot more like myself. My fatigue kind of faded away, and I wasn't taking naps anymore. I noticed I had a lot more energy. Obviously not as much as I did before, but I, you know, started to do things around the house and just, you know, film, because I had definitely taken a little hiatus from YouTube because of, you know, the extreme exhaustion I was feeling. So yeah, that was definitely a good turning point for me, and I was relieved I wasn't extremely fatigued and exhausted all day long. 9 to 10 weeks, I felt like I started to show a lot. Like, I started to show my belly a lot sooner. And I think I noticed I was pregnant. I don't know if others could tell, maybe, but I definitely noticed I have been showing a lot sooner during this pregnancy, which I thought was kind of strange because it's only one baby this time. But I have heard so many friends and, you know, mamas that have had multiple pregnancies say that you do tend to show a lot sooner with your, you know, with the more pregnancies you have. So yeah, I was not expecting that, but I'm gonna see if I put up a picture of me pregnant with my boys compared to this pregnancy, so you guys can see the difference, because I definitely can tell. One of my cousins was actually asking me, she was like, "Are you sure there's not 2 in there?" And so far there isn't. I've had 2 OB appointments already, so, you know, I'm pretty sure it's just 1. With obviously showing a lot sooner, I've had to start wearing maternity leggings, maternity jeans already, because I still can kind of squeeze in my regular jeans, but I definitely feel uncomfortable and have to unbutton it during the day. The good thing is that we're still home, so it's not like anybody's gonna see me with my unbuttoned jeans, but to be more comfortable, I definitely have been starting to wear them more often and daily. So I actually find them pretty comfortable, and I'm actually wearing some right now. So definitely something that surprised me. The last kind of pregnancy recap that I experienced that was kind of new to me is that I had heartburn a couple of days ago. I've only had it once, so it hasn't been anything that I have had constantly. So I definitely felt it all day this one day, and I just felt like a burning sensation. I was actually able to sleep it off. I didn't have to take anything, thankfully. So I don't know if that's the beginning of me getting heartburn or not, but I will definitely keep you guys updated in my next pregnancy update if I do experience it more than once. I also wanted to talk about things that I have noticed that are different from my twin pregnancy. Like, I have talked about a couple of things, but one thing that kind of surprised me is that I really haven't had any morning sickness. Thankfully, you know, I'm so grateful that I haven't. I know so many women, you know, experience it really bad, but I honestly haven't really been nauseous. Maybe just a couple of times, just when I had those food aversions, like I mentioned, the first couple of weeks, the 6 to 9 week mark, but nothing where I felt I had to throw up, and just like something that was constant. That is something that I haven't experienced in this pregnancy. I definitely did experience more nauseousness and morning sickness with my boys, being pregnant with them. I didn't throw up, but I definitely had to, you know, get saltine crackers, you know, just had to lay down and had a lot more headaches with them. So yeah, that's definitely something that I have noticed that I haven't had, and I hope, you know, I don't develop it later on, because it's been smooth so far. I'm so grateful that I haven't really had anything too complicated come up, anything that has made me sick, nothing like that. I wanted to talk about here with you guys is my cravings and what I have been craving in this pregnancy. So I have been craving a lot of Chick-fil-A. If you guys are around the South area, I don't know where all Chick-fil-A is at, but it is in the United States. I have been craving it like pretty much every day, or you know, I could eat it every day if I could, but for financial reasons, just on the weekends we kind of go out to eat or get something to eat as takeout. So I think it's been like 3 weeks in a row I get Chick-fil-A, 3 weekends in a row. So yeah, that's definitely something that I have always craved Chick-fil-A, but definitely not to this extreme. I would get kind of tired of it and crave something else, but I could have Chick-fil-A every day, all day, if I could. Another thing I've been craving is watermelon with tajin and tapatio. If you don't know what that is, it's pretty much just you know, hot sauce, and just the tajin is like a seasoning, so it kind of makes it a little spicy and gives the extra flavor, which I absolutely love. And I've been getting watermelons every grocery trip, every time, so I can't get enough of it, honestly. I've also been craving Doritos with like lime and tapatio hot sauce as well, and just pretty much anything that's salty foods, and I've definitely been leaning more towards salty foods than sweets. The last thing I wanted to update you guys is, you know, what I've been taking. I've been taking prenatal vitamins daily. I always get the gummies. I had the gummies for when I was pregnant with my boys because I can't do those big pills. I can do the tiny pills, but not the big pills. So I went with the same prenatal vitamins. Let me go get them. Are the prenatal vitamins that I'm currently taking. These are the Spring Valley prenatal multivitamin with DHA and folic acid. I took these when I was pregnant with my boys, and you have to take 2 a day. So I always take these in the mornings after I eat breakfast. These are so good and yummy. I actually think they're pretty good. So I've been, you know, I'm not thinking of changing them at all. And I was taking my iron pills as well as another supplement, but I haven't been taking it lately because all of my blood work came back normal. So my doctor said there's no need for me to take it, but I could if I wanted to, just in case. So I was taking these also. And then the last thing that I'm taking that is pregnancy related is this low dose aspirin. My doctor recommended for me to start taking it once I hit 12 weeks, because if you guys didn't know, I don't think I have mentioned on here, but I did develop preeclampsia with my boys towards the end of my pregnancy, which is why I had to deliver them a little bit earlier than expected. So because of my history with it, she said that taking baby aspirin or low dose aspirin would kind of be another way of preventing it from, you know, occurring during this pregnancy. So I started taking it about a week ago. So I just take 1 a day, and these are the chewable ones, which they're pretty good. I just take with a lot of water because it does have a little aftertaste. Don't take these unless your doctor recommends. Just thought I had to throw that in there. So that is pretty much everything that has been going on during this first trimester. I felt like it was a lot to cover, so if you guys want to see pregnancy updates sooner and more frequently, definitely let me know. I was thinking of doing them maybe every couple of weeks or maybe every 3 weeks. But definitely let me know down below in the comments how often you would like to see these here on my channel. Last but not least, I'm going to be showing you guys my baby bump. I'm currently 13 weeks and 3 days pregnant. So I'm gonna see if I do these in every pregnancy update for you guys so you can see how my baby grows throughout this journey. With all of that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you made it this far, thank you guys. I hope this kind of gave you an idea of what to expect, or you know, compare it to your pregnancy, or if we have something in common and similar, definitely let me know down below, or anything that's different. I just think it's amazing that we all have different pregnancies and experience so many different things. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you made it this far, and if you enjoyed this, and also subscribe for more pregnancy updates and more motherhood and lifestyle content. And I will see you guys on my next video.